We have a webinar where we're going to take you through leveraging YouTube for your real estate business. You're going to get a Word document that shows you step by step everything that I'm talking about as I do it during the webinar that's recorded. What you're going to get is you're going to get free images that you can use in your own marketing. So we're going to give you subscribe buttons. If you think at the bottom right of any of the videos that you watch online, they have branding for that channel. We're going to give you a subscribe button that you can use. We're also going to give you an updated cover art for your YouTube channel. So yours may be blank or you might be using the stock images. We're going to give you some that you could use that are going to make it more present that you're in the business of real estate. We're also going to include giving you an animated buyer video so that you can actually upload a video to your channel even though you may not have any videos just yet. And these videos are perfect for leveraging on websites and landing pages, that sort of thing. Now in the webinar, what I want to do is I want to open up the Word document. I want to split my screen into two, and I want to go through the Word document as I'm recording my screen so that you can see me doing each of the steps. So some of the steps include, I'm going to show you how to actually update and change your watermark. I'm going to show you how to set the settings on your YouTube channel and how you can update everything, including getting your links at the top, which most of you don't have because there's a certain switch that you have to turn on. I'm also going to show you a page that most of you have never seen. On this page, it shows you on your end, it's going to show that most of the things are turned off and disabled. So I'm going to show you why you might want to enable them, because there's a few things like getting a custom URL, or being able to upload longer videos, or being able to change the thumbnail with your own branding, that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you how to go through and change all those settings. I'm also going to go through the process of loading a listing from scratch, including how and why I title it such a way, the description that I give it, and the tags. On top of that, I'm going to show you how to map it so that YouTube and Google have a better idea that your video is about that area, your city, your farming area, that sort of thing. This is the main thing that I wanted to show you guys. This is the whole reason for the webinar, and it's called the end screen. So most of you aren't leveraging the end screen. If you've ever watched a video on your phone, on YouTube, and people are telling you to click here, you can't actually click on your phone. Well, now with the update, using end screens, you can, so people can easily subscribe to your channel, people can watch more of your videos, you can do cross promotion between all of your listings, linking them back and forth. You can even have people linking from your YouTube video directly to your house value page. So I'm going to show you guys how you can do that as well. It's called a card, and you can add a card to your video so that people can actually click on their mobile device, the tablet or computer, and it will go to your house value page as an example. Now if you're ready to get started, join me. I'm going to go through step by step, answering your questions and showing you along the way. Now, if you're ready to get started, join me. I'm going to go through step by step, answering your questions and showing you along the way. Now, this is going to be a new style, a new structure of doing this. I've never done it this way before. So what I did this week was I created a document. It's a Word document that takes us through step by step, and I took a picture of every click with a description of why. So this is going to take us through the whole process of creating a YouTube channel if you don't have one. If you do have a YouTube channel, it's going to go through the process of optimizing it so you have better visibility. I also am going to give you guys, so right there is going to be some images that you can use. So your profile picture, the subscribe button. I'm going to give you guys a video that you can upload. I'm going to give you guys a whole bunch of content that you guys can use. So I'm just going to go through this Word document step by step. That way, later on, you can watch the video and you're going to have this Word document and you can play along with me. Because you guys are here live, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask your questions. And I may not get to them right at the moment when you ask, but I will get to them eventually. So I just want to share with you starting off the power of YouTube. So I want to open this up to show you the full screen. This thing here, it's unbelievable. I get more phone calls from YouTube than anything else. Like people might assume that it would be Facebook because I'm pretty visible on Facebook, but really, my number one phone call generator is YouTube. And there's a couple tactics and tricks that I did that really you can see some certain spikes in the longevity of how many people I've got subscribed. Well, one of the main things was last year there was a change with YouTube. They used to have a thing called annotations. And if you've ever watched a YouTube video and the person in the video is saying, okay, click here, and you can't actually click on the screen because you're watching on an iPad or a mobile device. Well, last year they made a change where it's called cards. So instead of using an annotation, it's a card. And the cards actually are clickable on a mobile device. So people can now subscribe to my channel. Most of them are watching the videos on their iPhone and on their smartphone, so it makes it a lot easier. So I want to go through that and show you guys how to add cards and mostly gain free subscribers and to gain more traffic. So I want to take you through the step-by-step process. So let me minimize this. Even in my real estate career, before I got into real estate coaching, because you might be like, oh yeah, you get all these subscribers because you're a coach. No, the traffic that we got, the free traffic that we got from YouTube was astounding. And one thing that I had, it was a theory, and it proved out to be pretty true, was if I put a listing video on YouTube, and it's a really hot market, so it sells in 1 week. Well, technically that video probably should come down after it sells because the new buyer moves in and now you got this old video that is showing the inside of somebody else's house. So your marketing becomes dead. So what I used to do is I would obviously upload listing videos about that particular listing, but I would also upload videos about the street that that listing was on and the complex. Like if it was a townhouse, I would make a video about the townhouse complex and showing the park and the school and what's nearby. And I would make a lifestyle local community video that had a way longer shelf life because it wasn't about that one particular address. And then we would get hundreds and thousands of views and people clicking from that to our website. So that being said, let's go through this step-by-step tutorial over on the left that I have written out. And I don't expect you to read this. I'm just going to follow along so that when you have this printed version, you can do the video with me. So getting started, you're going to want to go to youtube.com and log in. So here's a link. You'll click on that. Make sure you log in with your username and password. Now, to get started, it's really funny. Before you do anything, you should actually create a playlist. Creating a playlist is going to kill two birds with one stone. First of all, we're going to need this later. You're going to need to leverage a playlist on your first upload. And most of you don't have a playlist specific to your listings. And number two, it triggers YouTube, the process to create a YouTube channel for you. So it's really funny. This is how you have to do it, but there's a couple other ways to make a YouTube channel, but this is the one I want you to do because you're going to kill two birds with one stone. And P.S. There was no birds killed in the making of this video. So, okay, getting started. You can use any video that you like. I'm going to open up this one here. So this is going to be one of my videos, and I'll pause that guy. Underneath any video that you're watching, when you're logged into YouTube, you're going to see this little Add To button. What I want you to do is click that Add To button, and then you're going to have a playlist of all of the playlists that you have and that you've created. You may not have any, and what I want you to do is click Create a New Playlist. We'll call it Real Estate, and hit Save. Now, if you don't have a YouTube channel, your screen may have refreshed and you have to do it again. It creates a YouTube channel for you because it's going to ask you what's your first name, what's your last name, and after you hit create channel, the screen's going to refresh, and then you have to do that step again where underneath the video you click add to, create a new playlist. This is so important that you have a real estate playlist associated with your channel. I'll get to that later, but we had to do it now. So once you have that, you'll see it's over on the left side. So if I open up my window and zoom in, up here on the left is a little menu button. If you click on that, you're going to have a library. You'll probably only have one playlist, the one that we just made. So I have a whole bunch of playlists. I'm going to hit show more. Okay, so over on the left, you should have real estate. There it is. I just had to refresh the screen. That's weird. Okay, so I'm going to click it. And now this is going to be your first playlist. So on this playlist, there's a bunch of settings. You can add a description. So I want to add a description, and I already typed one out for you. I'll just copy and paste it. Add a description. So what's important about descriptions is it gives Google content related to that playlist. So I just stuffed it with so many keywords, but it's not spammy. It actually is written in a regular sentence. So it says, searching for houses, homes, and real estate for sale in Oshawa, Ontario. You're going to replace the word Oshawa and Ontario with your city and state, or your city and province. You found it. This playlist features videos of homes for sale, local house values, and more. Oshawa home buyers can set up a daily email alert to new MLS listings, and then I put my URL. It would be, so whatever your website is, and you must have a buyer page, so you'll drive people specifically to that. Thinking of selling, and then you'll drive people to your seller page, and then I have my contact information. You should put all your brokerage info too. It didn't copy, so name, brokerage, and whatever you need by law. All of you have different rules with your MLS, so whatever you have to have displayed, I would put all that down there, and then you can just click off and it will save it. Now, what's neat about this is there's a playlist setting. So on this playlist setting, you can make it public, which your real estate one you're going to want public, but you saw I had like 20 playlists. I don't want them all public. So most of mine are unlisted so that nobody can actually use it. But your real estate one, you definitely want that public because you want people to find it. And you want allow embedding because once you have a playlist, you could actually embed it on your website. So imagine that on your website, you have content being added through YouTube as videos are being added to your playlist. It's just going to update your website automatically. But what's really cool is this feature right here. It says auto add, and you can create a rule. So I could say, okay, I want to add a rule, and any description that contains Oshawa real estate. And then maybe I'll add another rule that says any tag that says Oshawa. And I'll make another one that says maybe your company, like the brand you work with, that sort of thing. Don't get too carried away with this because you don't want the playlist to be like totally irrelevant. But I would definitely put your brokerage, for example. So ABC Realty. So a lot of you have a local brokerage. It starts with the franchise, maybe the franchise name, and then there's the local brokerage name, and it's either Inc., brokerage, whatever. I would put that word for word, letter for letter. That way it will trigger any other agent from your office when they're uploading their own videos. They're obviously going to have the name of their brokerage in the description. By you doing this, it is going to build a playlist of all the real estate agent videos from your office. And the reason why you want to do this, I'll just hit save and done. The reason why you want to do this is because when I watch this video, let me open this video up. So when I watch this video, over on the right, is a whole bunch of suggested videos. Well, if your playlist has, say this guy's video is in my playlist, when other people are watching his video, guess whose video is going to be suggested over here? There's a way higher chance that yours is, and because it's a playlist, once a person watches the video in your playlist, it keeps them on your playlist. So the more videos, there'll be another one here, another video here, another video here. And when people are watching that one video, it keeps them on your playlist. So if you have a combination of other people's videos plus your videos on your playlist, it's just going to instantly get you free traffic, basically. That is a really creepy photo of that kid. Okay, going back. So that's the important thing is setting up the playlist. And the reason for that, like I said, is so that you get your videos suggested when other people are watching. Now you can add more videos. There's a button over here on the right that says add videos. And you can simply use the videos from your YouTube channel, or you could use the URL of your YouTube video or any YouTube video, or you can search Google for the keyword and add it that way. Once you have here, I'll add another one. I'll just use any random, I'll use this one. So here, now you can see I have two videos. Say I don't want this one to be number one, I want this listing to be number one. I can just grab it and drag it up. Now it's really cool. The first video in your playlist is pretty important because when people are watching the other videos and they click on the playlist, it basically forces them to watch your video first. So I would usually have um, 2 or 3 generic videos that aren't specific to that one listing. So I would have a video that talks about Oshawa house values, and I would have that up at the top. And then my second video would be about getting a buyer email alert. And then the third video would be about our team, or about me, or about my brokerage. And then after that, it would be all the other videos being added of other agents' listings, our office listings, and my future listings. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to mute everyone. There. I was getting some feedback. So anyways, I put you guys all on mute. Okay, so going back to the Word document, I went through, made the playlist. That created the YouTube channel for you. And now that you have a YouTube channel, you're probably going to want to get people subscribed to you. It's not a huge deal. I wouldn't be spamming it. It's telling everybody to subscribe to you. Just let it happen organically and naturally. But in this Word document, I have a couple of pointers. Um, there's 2 actions to actually subscribe to a person, and most people don't realize that. So here I went to the Nike channel. So here, I'll go to Nike. I'll just search Nike. And here's the Nike channel. So if I click and go to their channel, you could see there's
Okay, this is big what I'm about to show y'all right
now. That was Kevin Hart. So there's a subscribe button up at the top right. So I'll subscribe to that, and you think you're done. But you're not. There's one more step. If you actually truly want to subscribe to a person's channel, not only do you have to press the subscribe button, but you also have to click this little bell. So you can check off a box that says send me notifications for this channel. That's not going to send you an alert on your phone if you're worried about that. It's basically just going to put up a little message up here that you have a new video to watch, so I'll save that, or when you go to YouTube, so I'll go to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'll go to my YouTube homepage. And when you go to the YouTube homepage, see how there's a recommended section? Well, the next time Nike recommends a video, or the next time Nike uploads a video, YouTube is probably going to put that Nike video in here for me to see. But you may have noticed if you subscribe to a bunch of people in the past, you don't see their videos. How come you never see their videos? It's because YouTube made a couple changes last year, and they added that bell. So you have to actually click subscribe, but you also have to hit the bell to be alerted whenever a new video is uploaded about that channel. So that's a little insider tip on that. Now, once you have your playlist made, it automatically made your channel. Now we have to update your channel. So I'm going to go through the process of updating your profile picture, because look at this. Your profile picture will be up at the top right of the screen. A lot of you don't even have a profile picture loaded. It's just like the Google stock image. And so if I click on, let me go back to Nike. So their picture is going to be that checkbox. So if I watch Kevin Hart's video,
Okay?
see how it has the Nike check down at the bottom right of that video? And when I mouse over it, I can actually click on it. So it's showing that they have 579,000 subscribers. And if I was on my phone and I wanted to easily subscribe to Nike, most people would just click on the button down at the bottom right. So it's really important that your photo is updated so that on the bottom right, it makes sense. Now, there's a couple ways of doing that. The easiest way is I give you a direct link. So when we scroll down, there's going to be a link right here. It's aboutme.google.com. So if I open that link up, it's really silly that you can't update the picture in YouTube itself, but anyways, it is what it is. So yeah, when you come here, your screen might look like this the first time you do it. Your photo is going to be blank. It's just going to be your initial probably, and you got the YouTube looking banner in the background. This is actually, whatever you update on this page is going to get updated across the entire Google network. So think of like your Google Docs, Google Photos, Google Drive, your YouTube channel, your Google Plus page, like all of that information gets updated here. So if you come here for the first time, even though this isn't about YouTube, it's about Google, you really should take the time to fill in all this information and update it. I give you a profile picture. So if I go back to the Word document, here's a couple profile pictures you could use. It's a house and it says subscribe, subscribe, or there's a map and it says subscribe. Now you don't have to use that. You could also use just your headshot, your company branding, your own team branding. You could use whatever photo you want. But if you'd like, I created some images for you that you can use. So as an example, I'll just hit the update button, hit upload, and then I'll choose this picture of a subscribe button. Click on done, and there it is there. And it'll look better once we're on YouTube. Now, when you actually update that photo, by the way, it takes like hours, maybe even a day for it to actually reach YouTube. So you uploaded your photo now. When you go back to YouTube, it's still going to be the old photo that you had before or no photo. Don't sweat it. It takes like a day sometimes for that thing to get updated. Um, Now, I know you guys don't hang out here and you'll probably never come back to this page, but you really should take the time to fill it in because this is like this feeds all of Google. So if you want Google to know about you and your business, you should update all the information that you can. So I'll go to mine. So it's got that's my stamp right there. It says subscribe to Dan. It's got my picture. And then I updated all my information. I updated all of my websites. I updated basically everything I could that I wanted YouTube to know about me. Because I'm feeding the machine. If I want Google to know, I have to help it connect the dots. And this is one of the easiest ways to do it. Now, I got to stress that not everything you do is private. So whatever you put online, even though it says private, doesn't mean that it is. Uh, there is a risk behind everything, so only do what you feel comfortable with. Don't just listen to me and say, "Oh, Danny told me to fill everything in." Use your common sense and whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't want to put your address, don't put your address. Like, do what you want and do what you don't want. But this page that I want to give you a link to in this Word document um, basically is a central intelligence for Google, YouTube, and everything else so that it knows about you. There was a question, how do I set the thumbnail on the playlist? Good question. You actually don't. Let me go to my playlist and I'll go to, oh, here it is here. Where'd it go? Real estate. So if I click on the text underneath it, the thumbnail is actually the thumbnail of the first video. So I like this one, so I'm going to move it back up to the top, and that changed the thumbnail. There you go. Okay, going back to the subscribe button. So yeah, make sure you update the photo. One thing you'll notice is behind your head. So I'll go back to my About Me page, and I'll change it to when it's not done. You're probably going to have a stock photo right here. I actually give you guys a photo in that Word document. So I'm going to hit the plus button. I'm going to upload. And then it's this one here. I'm going to give you guys all these downloads. You're going to get a square image. You're going to get the subscribe buttons. You're going to get a click now button and your Google Plus profile. So anyways, this is it. I actually named it Google Plus cover. I'm going to open that up and hit done. And all that looks good to me. So I'm going to hit OK. Now, see how it looks all cropped and funny? When I scroll down, oh, it's not even doing it here. When you actually when you actually look at your Google Plus page, that is going to be a bigger photo. So don't worry about it being cropped in this scenario. I actually was sweating about that, trying to figure out why would they make such a narrow image. Um, Upload the photo the size that I give you, and it'll work. Just trust me on that. So going back to YouTube, that's the photo that I just uploaded. So I put it directly in the Word document. I'm going to give it to you as a download later anyways. Now, once you updated your profile, you can actually close that About Me page. You don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to go back to the Word document, and we are going to update our channel settings because you created a basic, is the hashtag significant for anything? What hashtag did you see? There's a question about a hashtag, but I don't remember seeing one. I'll get back to that. So you close the Google profile, and now we want to update our channel settings. So how do you find your channel? Okay, how you find your channel is you go to YouTube. Um, there's a couple ways of doing it. The one in the Word document that I point out is to click on the menu button and then click on My Channel. And that is going to take you to your channel. Oh, in the picture that I uploaded, it had a, okay, I see what you're saying. Um, if you rewind the video, the picture had a hashtag. That was just a clever way of, I don't know. It said I know real estate or ask me about real estate, and I just put the real estate all as one word because we're on social media and it was just like a play on words. I was just having fun with it, but it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so here we found our YouTube. Let me minimize this so we're on the same page. So we're on the YouTube channel settings. Now, there's something that's really, really important, and it is this gearbox right here. So you can see on my channel, I have a link to my website, I have my social media links, I have all this information, but you won't have it, and you won't even have the option to add it unless you do this. You're going to click on the gearbox, and these are the way I have my settings. You can do whatever you want. Personally, I want any video that I like private. I don't want people to see the videos that I like. Keep all my subscriptions private. So if I subscribe to something, I don't want everybody seeing that. Keep all my saved playlists private. I don't want people seeing my playlist unless I specify that I want them to. This is the real one that I want you to look at. Customize the layout of your channel. Turn that on. Once you turn that on, Cancel. Once you turn that on, you'll be able to add your links. How do you add your links? By hovering your mouse over the photo, there's a little pen. By clicking on the pen, it says edit links. You can edit the links now, but before you check that gearbox, you couldn't do that. It didn't give you the option. So you're going to want to click on edit links. And it's going to take you through the process of what's the description of your channel. So I would put all your contact information, basically. I don't put my email because it makes it public and anybody can grab it, and then I would get spammed. Like I would literally get spammed. The country, I left it as none because I want my videos. This is the theory, and I think whatever country you put, it will have an emphasis on showing your videos and your channel to people in that country. Now, I help people across North America, so I don't want to be isolated to just one country. I need to be in multiple countries, so I left mine blank. But if I was a dedicated real estate agent, I would probably just choose the country that you're in, and then put the links of all the channels that you want. So I could probably update this and put my Instagram because I like Instagram. Oh, I have Instagram. Nice. Okay. So put the URL of all the things that you want people to go to, and you can actually specify how many are visible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If I go back to my channel, you can see I have 4. 1, 2, 3, and then my main URL. So I put my main URL up at the top as number 1. If I change this to 5, for example, and hit done, now I have 5 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can change how many links you have. I'll leave it. That's fine. Okay, we got that part done. Adding all, okay, I just covered that in the video where we add your description. I go through the social media links. Perfect. Okay, the next step after you add all your content, like about your page and who you are, is to click this link, youtube.com/features. Oh, wait, no, before we do that, I want to do the link above it. Branding, youtube.com/branding. So this is the photo that overlays at the bottom right of any of your uploads. So remember that Nike checkbox? If you want your logo, your subscribe button, or your profile picture to be there, you just have to make sure that this is turned on. So I can update mine because I already have mine. Yours might look different, and it says add or upload or something, and you can just choose. And I picked that I want it on the entire video, or you can have it start at a custom time. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have mine start at a custom time going forward. The reason for that is um, once a person starts watching a video, within 5 seconds, it's going to trigger your photo, and that subtle animation is just going to draw attention to it. So that's a really good idea. I'm glad I'm doing this with you guys. So update. There you go. You can also have it show the entire video, which is what I had before, or you can have it at the end of your video. The problem with that is most people aren't going to watch the end of your video. If you look at your statistics, you're going to notice that people really only watch a couple minutes of a video or less. So having it at the end of your video is not going to help you. Either entire video, or I'm actually going to leave mine as 5 seconds in. Perfect. Okay, so that's done with that part. The next one is features, youtube.com/features. Now, your feature page is going to look totally different than mine, and that's because I have see how mine says enabled, enabled, enabled. All of it is checked on and done. That's because I went through and did everything I was supposed to. You're just getting started, so I know you haven't done this yet. So you're not going to need things like monetization. I enabled that. I get paid when people watch my videos. It's not a lot of money. It's like I've only got like $1,000 or not even, just under $1,000. Uh, so I wouldn't worry about that for you as real estate agents. I enabled live streaming so that I can do a live stream, just like the Facebook live streaming. You can do it with YouTube. And actually, that's how I run a lot of the webinars is through live streaming. Um, Now, if yours isn't enabled, there'll be a little button that says learn more, and it's going to show you the steps and the process to enable it. So for example, custom thumbnails is one that you guys are going to want, but you won't be able to do it right away because you need either 100 people subscribing to your channel, or you need your YouTube channel to have been in existence for at least 30 days. They have a whole bunch of different rules. So the easy thing is to just go and click learn more about each one that you want to enable, and then do whatever it says that you should do to make it active. Um, One that I did that you probably will want to do is longer videos. They limit the length of time to 15 minutes per video. Um, my videos are like 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, especially if you guys are doing seminars like buyer seminar, investing seminar, that sort of thing. So it's a good idea. You might as well enable it. The custom URL is really important to me. So mine is youtube.com/Dan Wood Coaching. Otherwise, it's like this long, let me just go to my YouTube channel. That's what your YouTube link looks like, youtube.com/channel/ and it is just a big long string of nonsense. Nobody is ever going to be able to type that in. So if you plan on putting your YouTube channel in print, for example, if you had a reason to, then what's easier, driving them to this or driving them to that? That is a lot easier for a person to type in my opinion. So just go through this features page and turn on all the things that you want to get turned on. Another one that I really want to stress is the external annotations. And that is so that a person can click on your video and leave YouTube to go to your website. So think of your house value page, or a listing page, or your contact page, or book showing page. Um, right now, the only way for you that they'll be able to do that is if they click on the description of the video and you have a link in it. But for me, I can actually put the link directly in the video and people can click to it. Yours is not going to be enabled. What you have to do is hit learn more and just follow their step-by-step process. But once you have that, it is golden. You're going to get a lot of traffic to your website by having that enabled. And there is a question, is there a way to connect my Facebook Live videos with my YouTube account? Not that I know of, that you could hit record with one camera and have it stream simultaneously, like to both platforms. Not that I know of. Oh, there might be Facebook Live stream video. I forget the name of it, Mevo or something like that. Yeah, get Mevo. So take a look at this product. Um, it is hands down the best camera for doing live streaming, including Facebook. I believe it integrates, obviously, it integrates with YouTube. The power behind it is pretty cool, and you can just chat with them and ask them that question if when you stream, you can stream to both at the same time. But if you could, I would bet that this would be the product that would do that. Okay, so once you've checked off and done all the features that you want, you're going to scroll down this document. Yours is going to look different than mine. I have a link here that I want to give you, and it's your shortcut to all the important stuff. youtube.com/dashboard. So it is going to show you like your subscribers, your view count. It's going to show you your channel over here on the left. You can click that and it's a drop down. It has a whole bunch of options for you to update your channel. You can look at your analytics if you want to get all analytical about things. Live streaming, all of it is done here from the YouTube dashboard. So that link is in the Word document and you can go there and play along if you want. but we pretty much just went through the process of creating a YouTube channel and updating it. So now what I'm going to do is let's upload a video. So to start, how do you upload a video? Wherever you are, let me minimize this. Wherever you are on YouTube, you'll be able to click, oh, I have to open it up. You'll be able to click this little arrow up at the top right. So I'm going to click on that arrow. It takes you to the upload page, and you can drag and drop files onto this section here, or you can literally just click on the up arrow. And you're going to choose whatever video you want. Now I'm going to give you guys a buyer video that you can have, and it's an animated video. You can include it on your landing pages as a call to action to have people actually register on your form. I'm going to do a listing video for this scenario because that's what most of you are going to use this for. So here's an example of a listing, and I want to upload it. BizImage, they provided the video for me. They help real estate agents with making listing videos, agent profiles, really good company. I'll include their information later in the notes in the Word document. But you're going to want to go through step by step and fill in the blanks. So the first blank is, what's the title of this video? So let me scroll down. I already typed it out for you. So if I was doing a listing, I would put the address, so 123 Main Street, the city that it's in, and then I put MLS listing for sale. Whatever is in the YouTube title, YouTube puts a lot of weight and emphasis on. So the keywords that are in the title is what is going to help you with getting your video as a suggested video. It's going to help with when people are searching on YouTube. It's going to help when people are searching on Google. Like, have you ever done a Google search and you notice at the top of the search results is a YouTube video? You got to get your videos on YouTube because the platform is huge. And by you putting some of the keywords in the title itself, it's going to help you with getting found. Now, don't get carried away in keyword stuff. It has to make sense. So this is logical. I can get away with that. In the description, I type that out for you as well. I'm going to show you a trick that I'd say 95% of you are missing this trick. So I'm going to paste this description. And if you didn't know, there's a little box here that you can stretch so you can actually see all of the content that you're working with. And starting from the top, I always put this as my first sentence. It says, to view more photos, see pricing, or book showings, visit, and then I put the URL. Now, there's a reason for that. If I go to my YouTube channel, I'm just going to pull up any old video that I got. I'll do this one here. Okay, so look, a person is watching your YouTube video. When they scroll down, it has all this content. See how it says show more? Look at all the information they are not seeing. They're not seeing any of that. Do you know how many people click show more? Hardly anybody. So because of that, you've only got 2 sentences to work with. So I want my URL right in there so that a person doesn't have to click show more and then click on my link. I want it to be the first thing that people have. So on all of your uploads, you should have the link to the product page or whatever you're talking about. So I have a link to the actual listing there. So let me go back. Oh, okay. I have to delete this video first. Because I uploaded it, it was a direct comparison. So let me just hit this. I'll start over. Okay, I'm going to start over now. Okay, so I'm going to hit the upload button, upload that video again, paste the description. Now, since we're talking about the description, so the very first two sentences is going to be a call to action and a link to the actual property page or landing page. Then you're going to have your MLS description and property features. Then you're going to have all of your contact information. Then a couple call to actions. I broke it up. So it says thinking of selling. There's my seller page. Looking for listings or thinking of buying, you'll drive them to your buyer page. Then I'm going to put about me, and I want to have all the information about me as a real estate agent. I've been selling real estate with ABC since 2007, blah, blah, blah. I'm a member of this, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to fill that in because the more text that you have in your listing description, the better chance you're going to get with it being found when a person searches because people search keywords, and having some of the keywords in here is really going to help. So I'm also going to, about that, include about the company. I want to include about the company, all the information about how long they've been, how many locations they have, the services that they offer for the buyers and sellers, the services that they offer for the realtors, and I'm going to fill all that information in. Now let me grab the title again. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. MLS listings for sale. Okay. Once you have the title and once you have a description that you're happy with, there's tags. So watch this. When a lot of people do this, they'll be like, real estate for sale, homes, condos, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like one big run-on sentence. You do not want to do that. You want to actually type the word and then hit the tab button. So here, I typed out all the keywords that I use for the tag. So because this is a listing, I want to tag the address, so 123 Main Street. So I'm going to type in 123 Main Street and then hit tab and see how it made it as its own little button. That means it's a tag. It's not a run-on sentence. And you want to do that for each of the keywords. So I'm also going to do not the address, like the 123 part, but I'm going to do the street name and the city. And I'll do Oshawa Real Estate, Oshawa Homes, Oshawa Condo, Oshawa Property, Oshawa MLS, Oshawa Real Estate Agent, Oshawa Realtor, real estate for sale, homes for sale, property for sale, and like your company brand. So if you have a work with a brand or an independent, you can put that in there, and it's just going to help associate on all the other YouTube videos that are associated with that brand. You have a chance that you'll get found. So I would put those keywords. Don't get carried away, and yeah, just don't get carried away. Keep it real specific, short and sweet, and to the point. Nobody will see those tags. This is you helping YouTube understand what this video is about. So yeah, you definitely want to press the tab button so that they're isolated and not one big run-on sentence. Okay, the next step after you've added all that is doing the advanced settings and adding the map. So if I scroll up, there's a bunch of tabs along the top here. You're probably not going to do translations, but if you had to, you could. Monetization, you're not going to turn yours on. You probably don't even have the option to. I can, but anyways, you guys are going to skip that part. Advanced settings. Click on advanced settings. You can leave all of this as is, but the video location, I would put the address. So 123 Main Street, Oshawa, and hit search. And then it would come up if there was a 123 Main Street. Um, if it isn't listing specific, you can just put the city you're in. Oshawa, and hit search. So now this is helping YouTube and Google understand that your video is more related to the people in this area when they're at a computer and they're searching videos. There's a better chance that your video is going to come up. End screen. Okay, this part is really cool. So once you're done all this, where? Oh, first of all, hit the back button. You're going to want to, before you hit publish, you're going to want to check off the Google Plus and check off the Twitter, and then add to your playlist. So I want to click this button, and then I want to add it to my real estate playlist. So make sure you have those two things. You might as well get it out. I mean, nobody uses Google Plus, and a lot of you don't really use Twitter anyways. But if you can get it out there, it's just going to help get some sort of traffic, and if nothing else, visibility within the network of Google is going to have more presence. So I would check those things off because it's going to help you. And don't forget to add it to your playlist and hit publish. Oh, by the way, before you hit publish, if you have to, you can choose a thumbnail. So say, I don't like this library. Actually, that is pretty cool to have that many books. But anyway, say you don't like the picture of the library. I can say, you know what? I really like the picture of the kitchen. Or I really like the picture of this pool. So I click on the pool, and it won't update right away. It takes like 5, 10, 20 minutes, but it will be updated eventually. I have the option to add a custom thumbnail. That setting is in that featured page that I talked about earlier, that yours is probably turned off. Eventually, you will be able to do that, and then you can upload your own thumbnail, and you can include your photo and your branding and text and all this information. But for now, you'll just have to choose one of the three. So all that looks good. I'm going to hit publish. Okay, now I am going to click on the text of that video to actually look at it on YouTube. And you'll see underneath the video are all these options. There's info and settings, which we just did. You can do some enhancements to color correct it. Audio, if you had to do anything like that. What I want to get to is these two, the end screens and cards. So I'm going to click on cards. So that's my listing video right there. So say about 15 seconds in, I want something to pop up here. I can hit add card, and you have a bunch of options: video or playlist, channel. It's not promoting your channel, it's promoting somebody else's channel, so you'll probably never use that. A poll, you don't have a big enough audience, so I wouldn't use that either. I would use this one, a video or playlist, or link to your website. Now remember, most of you won't have the option to link to your website yet until you turn that on in the features section. So I'll do this one, video or playlist. So I'm going to hit create. And then you can choose one of your videos, but I'm going to choose my playlist because the playlist is always going to be updated. If you choose a video, it is just always going to feature that one video, which could make sense. Maybe in your video you're talking about house values. Then right at that time it says house values, it would pop open with the card. I want to do a playlist. So I'm going to do my real estate playlist, hit create card. Now, if I hit this rewind button, watch up here, this little eye. At the 15-second mark, it is going to pop open. Oh, okay, now it should. There, see how it popped up? It said suggested real estate. That subtle little movement while they're watching the video, it's just going to be a quick little blip, 3 seconds or so. And when they are on YouTube, on a mobile device or on a computer, they can click it, and it actually has a link directly to the playlist that you just created. So say a minute later, you want to have another pop-up. I want to add another card, and this time I'm going to do a link. I want to do a link to my website. So I'll just do my website. But you would have your website and your seller page, for example, and then hit next. You can change the title. So I would say, Oshawa house values, thinking of selling. And the teaser text is what's going to pop open on the video while they're watching it. So I'll say, what's your home worth? If you don't like the photo that it automatically pulls in, you can change the photo. And I actually give you a couple photos here. Let me zoom in so you can see better. So I'm going to use this one, the click now, but you could also use ask me about real estate, or you could use whatever photo relates to the call to action. So I want to use the click now button and hit create card. So now you can see at the 45-second mark, it is going to pop open with that message. So if I hit rewind and then play, watch, this is going to pop open and then it's going to say, what's your home worth? So while a person is watching that video, they're like, oh, yeah, what's my home worth? They're going to click on that, and then they can actually click directly on the YouTube video and go to your website. That, my friends, is one of the most powerful features that was added last year that most realtors aren't leveraging. So you definitely have to start using cards. Now, don't get hung up because you can't add a link to your website yet. Go to that featured page, which I want to give a link to in the Word document, and just go through the process. It takes not a lot of time, and then you'll have the ability to link to your website. So once you have, you can do as many cards as you want. I'm just going to do 2 for this example. And then after you're happy with the cards, you're going to click on End Screen and Annotations. So what this does is it takes the last 20 seconds of your video. So this is the last 20 seconds of my listing video, and it is going to animate it with other things that people can click on to either watch more videos, to subscribe to you, or to go to your website. So what I want you to do is click on Use Template, and you can pick whatever one you like the best. I think it's the one I like. I like this one here. So I'm going to click on this one and hit select. So now you can see it put these elements over top of my video. So for the first one, I'm going to choose video or playlist. So I'm going to click on it, and I can see it's selected over here. So I'm going to hit the edit button. And then I want that one to be a playlist. So I'm going to choose a video or playlist. Then I want to choose playlist. And then I want to pick the playlist that I wanted to select. Okay, so that's going to be my playlist. And then this one, I'm going to click on it. I can see that it's selected here, so I'm going to hit edit. And I want that one to be best for viewer. So YouTube is automatically going to update that box with whatever video you have that YouTube thinks that viewer will like the most. I would do that option, or you could just do most recent upload, and whatever your most recent upload is going to be cross-promoted on all of your other videos. So that's a great way to get more video views on your new videos by doing that option. Actually, I'm going to actually suggest for you guys probably that would be the better bet. For me, best for viewer is what I do, but for you in real estate, most recent upload probably the best bet. And then my subscribe button, if you edit it, you can just delete it if you want. So now, what's this going to look like? Let's take a look. See how it popped open over top of the video? Let me minimize this audio so it's not deaf. And the last 20 seconds of your video, this is going to happen. It pops open with the links, and when the people can, there, it pops open with the links, and they can actually click on it, and it just went to my YouTube playlist. So that is so cool. Like, and hit save button, by the way. Now, those two things are drastically going to improve how many views you get, how many subscribers you get, how much traffic you get to your website. Like if nothing else in this tutorial that I'm doing, these two things are so important, in my opinion. And they're the least used features that agents aren't leveraging today, and all of you should be. Okay, so going back to my Word document, we did that. I was really excited to show you guys that. That part right there was what made me want to do this webinar today, was just to be able to show you guys that part. If you want to see another example or an example of one that I have done, let me go to my YouTube channel. And I'll go to this video right here. And I'll turn the volume up. Okay, so first of all, we got
been kicked out of a strip club in the daytime.
Oh my God. Today is going to be that was terrible timing. That guy's a huge internet marketer. And anyways, YouTube thought that was appropriate. Okay, so I'm going to skip to the end of my video here. Okay, so watch this. At the end of this video, my end card is going to pop up, or my end screen is going to pop up.
Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!
So I took the time to animate my end card. Basically, that was a little video clip that I am now going to be adding to all of my future videos. And then I just, in YouTube, placed these elements, just like I just showed you. So I just showed you placing it over top of that video, and it was in the park. But for me, I actually animated it. And you can see the call to action. It's going to be a lot more powerful. And when people are watching it, like when they hover over this little picture of the guy, it actually shows the information. When they hover over this picture of me, it shows that they can subscribe. So it's really interactive. Whereas before, YouTube used to use the thing called annotations, and that thing does not work on mobile devices. It's just ugly looking. It's busted. So don't use annotations. Use the end screen here, and cards. These two options right here, and you're going to get a lot more traffic and interaction with your videos. Okay, so going down, we did that. We did all that. Awesome. Okay, so there you go. So that was a tutorial taking you through, and you guys are going to get this Word document. I'm going to pretty it up and make it look a little bit better. But it takes you through step by step. Everything that I just did, it actually shows you click here and then describes kind of like the how and why. Now, if you need ideas on video, you obviously could use your listings as videos, but what if you did monthly marketing updates? While I'm going through this list of ideas, go ahead and ask any questions you guys have, because we're wrapping up here and we'll get to the end. But monthly market updates, so you could talk about all the sales that happened last month, the average price, the days on market, any major impactful news like city tax news or financing news. Uh, Speaking of which, financing videos about rule changes. So it seems like every 3 months it's changing in our area, and so that'd be good. Fresh content. You could always make a little video breakdown of what what the rule changes are and what they mean to the home buyer and what they mean to the home seller. You could make videos on investing in real estate, giving them tips and tricks, or you could even do a whole webinar and record that, and then you can use that, throw it on YouTube. You could make a series on how to sell your home. Most of you guys have associations, and those associations provide you guys publications and marketing material. So, for example, I know um, uh, our board gives us a whole breakdown on uh, buying a home and selling a home. Well, what if you took that guide and broke it down chapter by chapter, and each chapter was a mini video of you going over those tips and ideas and tricks that are from that book? Like that's already built for you. Speaking of books, you could do book reviews. So an example for me was the Automatic Homeowner, the Automatic Millionaire Homeowner Edition by David Bach. That book single-handedly taught me how to buy my first property before I got into real estate. I bought a home for $100 following that book. It showed me how to pay off my debt, save up, and 100% financing. I did the whole thing just from that book. So that book changed my life. So I started offering that book as a free giveaway to home buyers in my city. I would do reviews on that book. So any books, on real estate that were really impactful to you, you could do book reviews. You could do generic videos that you could use on landing pages. So, for example, you on your seller page, you could have a video of you just looking at the camera and say, "Hey there, are you thinking of selling a home in the Oshawa area? Well, you found the information. All you have to do is fill in the form below, and what you're going to get is a list of all the homes for sale that are similar to your home, so you can see the competition. You're also going to get a report on the last 6 months of all the solds that match your home, and then you're going to have the option to have a detailed conversation about exactly what the value of your home could be in today's market. So just fill in the form below." That would be a really good video for you to have on your seller page. Since you're going to have a video on your seller page, why not put it on YouTube so other people can find it? Same thing goes for your buyer page. If you have a financing page, if you have about you or about your team, you could have a video about that. And then you could also make a video about the brokerage. Another idea for using video is farming videos about the area and the lifestyle. So like I said before, if you do a video about a particular address, that address is going to sell or not. And either way, the marketing is dead in 6 months or a year. It's totally outdated. But if you did a video about the area that listing is in, that has a much longer shelf life. It'll last for years. Like, for example, if I had a high-rise condo listing, obviously you're going to make a video for that particular listing, but why not make a video about the condo and talk about all the features of the condo and the amenities and the area, and just make a generalized video? That way it has a much longer shelf life. This is a great one. Top 10 brokerage picks. So every week you could take your top 10 listings from your brokerage and do like a David Letterman style where you go over the new listings in the area and talk about them in a positive way. Or you could make videos for local businesses. So here's a link that I want to give you. This is a free app from YouTube. It's called YouTube Director. So YouTube Director is a mobile app that takes you through step by step how to plan, shoot, and advertise a video. So an idea I had was it takes you through. So say there's a barber shop in your neighborhood. You could go to that barber shop, open up the app, and it will take you through a tutorial on making a video for that barber shop, so you can help that barber shop owner make a promotional video. So it'll be you engaging in the local neighborhood. That barbershop is now going to have a video that they're going to want to share and promote, because what's in it for them is free publicity. Plus, you're adding contacts to your database and building relationships with local people. And you could use this free tool to create a video for each of the different businesses surrounding the area that you want to serve. Question: how do we get subtitles? Does YouTube create it automatically, or do we have to make it or not? Um, YouTube does it automatically. If you want to do subtitles, you can. There's a couple ways of doing it. You can outsource it where somebody transcribes it. I use this Dragon Dictation or something. I don't know why it's not coming up. Anyways, there's a bunch of different versions of Dragon Dictation software. One of them, it's cheap. It was like $50 or $100, um, which may or may not be cheap, but I thought it was cheap. So Dragon Dictation, if you just go to Google, I'll do it. Dragon Dictation. Here, this company here. Oh, maybe if I type in Nuance. No, I don't know where it is on my computer, but I'll just search this company. Contact these guys. They're actually a really bad company to work with. Like their support team is not very good. But anyways, if you call them or contact them, ask them that you want the cheapest software because they have a lot of different plans. You want the cheapest one because the only function you want is to upload an MP3 file and have it transcribe the audio. That's the feature that you want. And what it will do is it will take your video, it will listen to it, and then it will type it all out in a Word document for you. And now you have that done for you. So that's one way of doing it. I just got a new computer, so I think it's on my other one. So I haven't used it. I have a virtual assistant that does that now. But anyways, if I was doing it, I would just use this. So if you guys have to go. I'm just going to go through a couple more tools because I know I'm going over by 10 minutes here. But so go ahead and leave. You can watch this recording later and still ask questions, and I'll get back to you. If you guys have questions now, keep asking them, and I'll share with you 4 more tools. The next tool is if you don't want to be on film, you could record your screen. So I use this tool almost daily. It's called Snagit. Snagit, and you can try it. They got a free trial, and then you can buy it as well. And how much is it? So you just want to snag it. So right now it's $67. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, sorry, my computer just glitched out, so I thought maybe I lost you. Okay, so Snagit, thank you for telling me. So Snagit allows you to record your computer screen. So as an example, I'll just pull up Snagit on my computer. Okay. I don't know if I can because I'm recording my screen at the same time as trying to show you how to record your screen, so I think it might not work. Yeah, that's not going to work. Anyways, Snagit looks pretty much like this, where you can select a piece of your screen. So I can say, I want to record this piece of my screen. You'll hit the little record button, and it will count down 3, 2, 1, and then it will record your sound of what you say and everything you're looking at on the computer screen. So for me, I would go to my landing page, make a recording of the landing page, and just explain to people, hey, are you looking for homes for sale in Oshawa? Well, you found it. Just fill in the form below, and what you're going to get is a daily alert of all the homes that match your criteria now. You're going to get a updated list of all the homes currently for sale, and every day going forward, just the new ones that match your criteria. So go ahead and simply tell me what area, what price range, the things you want. My name's Danny Wood. I'll be following up with you. I'm a real person, and I look forward to chatting. That would be a cool video, and I don't have to be me on camera. I could just record my computer screen. So there's a million ways. I want to do a whole tutorial on Snagit at a later date. Free video editing. So if you have to edit your videos, what do you use? Well, there's a million things that you can use. I'm going to suggest this because it's free. You don't have to have a GoPro, but GoPro has a video editor. And so, I mean, it's very powerful, it's very robust, and it's basically a full-featured video editing software, and it's 100% free. So I would suggest you do that. Um, if you use a PC, Movie Maker is the one that I used. It was so simple, it's free, it comes on all computers. But if you're using Windows 10, they don't include it anymore. So if you have an older version of Windows, you get away with that. Anyways, there's a million video editing programs. This one is free, and they have a ton of tutorials that show you how to edit. If you don't want to do any editing, you're going to want to outsource your work. And there's two companies that I use for that, Upwork.com and Fiverr. And you can just find a video editor, send them all of the raw files, and then they will edit the video for you. So that's a great option. And then if you need music in the background of your listings, freemusicarchive.org is a place of royalty-free music that you can include in your YouTube videos without getting in trouble. So there we go. If you guys have any questions after we hang up, you can just email me or message me on the group coaching page.
Hey, if you want to close more real estate transactions, get more buyer leads, and get more seller leads, click this button right here. It'll take you to our real estate group coaching page. Also, if you like this video and want more, you can subscribe by pressing this, or you can check out some of my past videos here. Enjoy!